So she calls up and she goes, cleaning crew are about to go on the plane. They'll get you your passport back. And I go, cool, sick. And I go and sit down and she goes, stay here and I'll come get you. And she even points at a chair and I go, awesome. Thank you, Aer Lingus. You've been absolutely amazing. I sit down on the chair. An hour passes. I peer around and nothing. There's just a big queue waiting because this was the check-in desk I was talking to. Big queue waiting to check in for a flight. I was like, cool, I'll wait a little bit longer. Half an hour more goes past. That turns into 2 hours, and I get up and I'm like, right, actually it was probably about an hour and 40. I get up and I'm like, right, I'm gonna go and see what's happening. Walk over, desk's closed. Desk is completely empty, completely gone. Everything's, they've closed it all. So I then walk over to another desk and I go, hey, do you know where I can speak to someone from Aer Lingus? And the person's like, no, we don't know. So I'm like, okay. And eventually I find someone who works for Wizz Air. Now, Wizz Air is another airline that works with Aer Lingus. And I go and speak to Wizz Air lady. And Wizz Air lady was very kind as well. There was a bit of a language barrier, maybe not language, more accent barrier. We were struggling to understand each other a bit, but we got there in the end. And she rung up the supervisor to come over here, and the supervisor told me, yeah, it's not lost. The problem is now the plane is locked up. Okay, they'd locked the plane up, and no one had come with a passport. So I went, okay, cool. I'm flying to America in like a week. So I'm working. This is to go on tour. So there's a bit of money on the line here. Like, do you know when? And she's like, oh, don't worry, you'll get your passport, 100%. You'll get your passport. You just gotta wait till tomorrow. And she goes, go on this website and fill out this form, and we'll find your passport. And I go, thank you so much. And she goes, and if that doesn't work, here's Aer Lingus's phone number. And I'm like, amazing, thank you so much. And I walk over and I sit on the side and I go on the form. Bear in mind, I landed at 11 a.m., like maybe 11:45, 12 p.m. It was now about 3 in the afternoon, and I'm still in Gatwick Airport. I go on my phone. I go on the form. I fill out the form. I do all my name, my age, my address, my blood type, everything they want. I click next, and it says, what have you lost? I click passport, and it just takes me to a blank screen. I go back. I hit passport. It takes me to a blank screen. I go back. I scroll down, and it says, we do not handle passports. Who the does? Who handles passports then? So then I call up Aer Lingus and it goes, hello, you've reached reservations and booking for Aer Lingus. Well, I don't want reservations and booking. So I Google Aer Lingus phone number, contact Aer Lingus. They have 2 contact numbers. They have missing baggage and reservation. I call up reservation again. They say press 1 if you want to book something, press 2 if you want to change your booking. And then when I didn't press anything, they went thank you and hung up on me. So I call up the baggage, missing baggage on the second number, and it says, you're in the queue. It puts me on hold, and then says, I'm sorry, we're dealing with a large number of callers. Please try again another time. Bye, and they hang up. So I walk up to the Gatwick customer services. It's now 4 in the afternoon. I walk up to Gatwick, this is Gatwick Airport for everyone who doesn't know. I walk up to Gatwick customer service and I say, hello, do you handle missing stuff? And they go, yes. And I go, I've lost my passport. And they go, cool, go to this website and here's the card they give me. There we go. It takes me to there, right? This is the card they give me. I go, thank you so much. I go on this website. It's the same one. It's the same one that doesn't let me do the passport. So I go to him and I go, do you know where I can speak to an Aer Lingus supervisor? And they go, and I feel like a Karen. I'm like, let me talk to your manager. Where do I, because I feel like time is ticking for them to, like, I don't know, they were going to burn the plane or something, like they're done with it. And then my passport's gone. So I'm like, so bear in mind, chat, this isn't one of those things where if I wasn't planning on going anywhere, because it's Christmas time's coming up, you know, maybe I just get a new passport. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. But no, chat, this is my passport that I'm going traveling with in a week for work. where there's a lot of people on the line here. There's booking agents, touring managers, there's trumpeters in America. We've got lots of people relying on me, able to get to that country. Plus, they have my visa in that passport. My visa is nestled in that passport, and if I lose that, I have to go and do the whole year process again to get my visa. That means it's a year without being able to tour the United States. So I'm freaking out. I go to the customer service. I'm like, please, can you get me a supervisor of Aer Lingus? And he says, oh, don't worry, this card will do it for you. And I go, no, please just get me a supervisor. And he goes, they'll probably be over there somewhere. I walk over there, there's nothing there. At this point, I go, right, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna DM Aer Lingus on Twitter. So I get on the train home and I'm Googling, I'm DMing Aer Lingus on Twitter. I'm DMing them, excuse me, hi. And then I send them a big long message being like, hello, this is the flight number. This is why I need, look, this is of utmost importance. Please help. And they respond with, please type in the number for what you need help with. So I type in the number for lost baggage and I copy paste the message again, right? And they go, looks like you're missing something. Go to this website. And they send me to a website. I go to that website. It's a different one from this one. I go to this second website. And this one is like, if you lost your passport at Dublin Airport, we'll help you. No, I did not lose my passport at Dublin Airport. So I DM them again on Twitter. But chat, this is how desperate I was. Twitter was my best way of accessing an Aer Lingus employee for help, right? I couldn't, they do not have a phone line I could use. It was bookings and lost baggage, and everyone at the airport didn't know where to send me. Am I the only person that's ever lost a passport? Is it just me? It's just me. I'm the only one who's ever lost a passport in the world. No one else has lost a passport in this world apart from me. Because apparently this is a weird occasion. So I eventually they put me on the line with an agent for Aer Lingus. And the Aer Lingus agent says to me, hi, we understand your problem. Go to this website. And they send me the Dublin Airport website again, and I say, nope, didn't lose it there, lost it at Gatwick. They send me to this website, in this one, the one that just doesn't do passports. So I say, okay, no, that's not gonna work either. At this point, I feel like I'm in the Truman Show, and they don't want me leaving. you know when he wants to go on holiday, and they won't let him leave. Because they don't want him to know that all his world is just the town in the Truman Show. So that they have loads of all of the travel agents won't let him leave. So eventually I say to them, look, it's a passport to Gatwick Airport, and they go, no problem. I'll call up Gatwick Airport and then I'll let you know if they find it. Thank you, Aer Lingus. So that Twitter person, I hope, contacted Gatwick and said, we'll let you know if we find a passport. Today rolls around. I go to bed comfortable. I sleep thinking my life is in the hands of Aer Lingus. They've done a great thing for me today. I'll be fine. Now they'll find my passport because I gave them the seat number, the flight number, the time it landed, the time I talked to them. I even knew when the operators went on to clean the plane because I was there when they were going on. So I know everything about this flight. I wake up today, I have a DM from Aer Lingus that says, sorry, they couldn't find anything. And they go, if it's found, you'll have to get to the UK embassy in the next week. Chat, I'm leaving for America in 6 days. For Lovejoy's tour. And that's it. That's the end of the story, chat. We're currently working out if there's a way I can get an emergency passport and emergency visa, which will involve me going back to Ireland. And that might not work. There's like a 40% chance that's going to work. If that doesn't work, I can't play the gigs in America this year. I can't play the December shows.